Hi guys, this is MGS Warrior 2. I have a Pokemon Online battle with one of my closest friends, Desert Fox. This is an in-clan tourney battle for Nightmare. He set up layer spikes. I went for Fire Blast. I just want to get rid of the Skarmory as soon as I could because I don't want it to set up too many spikes. He decides to switch into his Machamp to take a Fire Blast. It took it quite well. And I definitely had to switch there. I didn't want to take any dynamic punches, so I switched out into my Cofagrigus, who is immune to fighting attacks. So that was an excellent switch on my part. So he switches his Machamp into Celebi, and Celebi came into a Shadow Ball. I guess he wasn't predicting a Shadow Ball. I guess he was predicting a Will-O-Wisp. So I recalled my Cofagrigus, went back into my Tyranitar. I thought he was going to go for a Leaf Storm, but he set up some Stealth Rocks. And that was a good play to get up some hazards early on, so I decided to set up my own Stealth Rock as he switches in his Poliwrath. So I have to recall my Tyranitar because obviously Poliwrath has a very good advantage over Tyranitar, and Poliwrath used Toxic on my Cofagrigus on the switch-in, which was a nice play for him because anytime you get to poison a wall like Cofagrigus is always nice. So he switched back into his Celebi as I went for the rest to get rid of the poison status. So now he switches in his Raikou to take advantage of my Cofagrigus still sleeping with rest. So here I'm not afraid because even if he sets up Calm Mind, I do have the haze, so I can eliminate all stat changes as soon as Cofagrigus wakes up. So Cofagrigus is asleep for its second turn, and Raikou set up a substitute. So I woke up and went for the haze like I said to eliminate the Calm Mind boost that it set up one turn ago. So here definitely got to break the sub. No wait, I don't. I switched to Gastrodon actually, as Raikou set up another Calm Mind since Haze eliminated the first one. So here, I took a hidden power. I'm not sure what type it was. I think it was ice because it wasn't super effective. So I broke his sub with an earthquake. Oh, now I know why I switched to Gastrodon. Because I wanted to save my Cofagrigus for Machamp, who's the only real counter I have to his Machamp. So the Earthquake obviously didn't affect Skarmory because I was predicting his Roost, which I predicted wrong. As I allowed Skarmory to get up another Spikes. As this time Skarmory went for the Roost, this time I went for Ice Beam. I'm not sure why. I probably should have switched already. I think I stayed in too long with Gastrodon. I probably should have went into Magnezone about 1 or 2 turns ago, but now I go into Magnezone as Skarmory set up its last layer of spikes. And this time, since Skarmory is trapped due to Magnet Pull, I get to KO it with a Thunderbolt, and that's nice to get rid of that Skarmory. So he sends in his Victini, so obviously don't want to take any fire moves, so I switch into my Tyranitar. But he predicts that very well. He went for the U-turn, which is super effective on Tyranitar, and that allows him to get a safe switch into his Poliwrath. So here, since he has all these hazards out, I might as well stay into my Tyranitar, get some damage on this Poliwrath, as Poliwrath KOs my Tyranitar with a Circle Throw. So now we're even at 5 Pokemon each. I send in my Magnezone because he's great against water Pokemon. So I knew he would switch, so I set up a sub. He sent out his Celebi, so this gave me an opportunity to go for a hidden power fire, but Celebi's faster, and he used recover. So that allowed him to live the HP fire that I was going to use. So here we have a little bit of a stall war, as he keeps recovering and I keep going for the hidden power fire. And I just decide to keep going with the HP fire because I want to nail a crit sometime, but he doesn't allow me to do that. He switches back into his Raikou to take a HP fire. quite well. So here I just want to get rid of this Raikou and stop it from setting up anything. But it went for a Calm Mind. And with HP Fire, that does even less with a Calm Mind up. So now I'm thinking I better just use T-Bolt to get rid of this Raikou, as Raikou broke Magnezone's sub with a T-Bolt as well. So Raikou went down. He sends in his Machamp again, so I definitely don't want to take any dynamic punches. So I switch back into Cofagrigus, and the dynamic punch did nothing. So here I think I decided to try a Will-O-Wisp, and I used it, but he held the Lumberry, so he cured his burn. And turns out he missed his Stone Edge. I think this is when he realized that he forgot to put no guard on his Machamp. He switches in Victini, but it eats a Shadow Ball, and down goes his Victini. He sends in Poliwrath, and he goes for another Toxic on my Cofagrigus. I hit Shadow Ball, and here he concedes defeat because of his Machamp not having no guard, which would probably would have been a big difference for him if he did have no guard. So here he's about to forfeit, knowing that I'm just gonna stall him out with Rest on his Poliwrath. He switches in back to Machamp. So I went for the Rest. Oh yeah, sorry for spoiling the finish a few turns ago that he was gonna forfeit. But he is about to. So here he says good game. He realizes he can't do anything without any no guard on his Machamp. So that was a pretty good game nonetheless for me and Desert Fox. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.